those 6 assists, lead Canada West right up at the very top. And, this Cascades team's only scored 14 goals. He's been involved in about 75% of them. So he has been their absolute catalyst all season.
Yeah, to be leading the Canada West in assists for a team that has struggled as much offensively as the Cascades have has been quite the impressive feat. On the Vike side, tied with Kean Proctor for second in all of Canada West in points. Number 4 will be one to watch out there tonight.
Yeah, Javier Sagastide for the Vikes has had himself quite a great season. 6 goals on the year. That's tied for third in the Canada West division. An impressive feat from the man from Victoria in his 4th year. And he's going to be looking to try and bring that momentum all the way into playoffs this year.
Proctor called for the early foul as he pushed off to try and get loose there. Cascades in their white jerseys at home today. Victoria going from right to left on your screen, and they're all blues, and they'll get an early free kick on the offensive side of half here. Cody Torrance back there in the bright colors for the keeper tonight. This one played in towards his back post. His back line able to deal with it first time. A little over the head kick results in a corner early.
Yeah, a little early pressure here from the visitors. Try to test goalkeeper Jackson Cowks, who's just another one of those veteran players that's been battling with injuries. He split time with Cody Torrance in between the pipes all year for these Cascades.
Here comes the corner from the leading point man on the Vikes side, and getting to it first on the back side of things was Michael B. Croft, and we'll try a corner now from the other side.
Yeah, nice safe play there from B. Croft. What a great season he's had when he's been healthy and in the lineup. He's had himself quite the year. He's filled in pretty much everywhere he's needed to be, and he's stepped up. He's played center back. He's added a couple of goals. I think he's going to play a major factor in this team's future.
Great versatility he brings to the table. His side has to defend here again as this one whipped in towards that back post. The heavy header from Brzezina plays that one out the side.
That's another name you mentioned who's been big for this Cascades team as of late. 2 goals in his last 3. He's been easily the most creative player on the pitch, no matter who he's played against for much of the season. But like we said, again, when he's healthy.
Yeah, a huge if for the Cascades this season. Injury rattled all year long. Has a nice passing sequence, finds some space, and what a hit off the bar. Out of nowhere, the leading goal man on the away side absolutely lets it rip.
That was an absolute screamer that had eyes for the top of the net. I'm not sure if Cowks got a fingertip to it and pushed it onto the bar, but that is a warning shot fired there from the Vikes.
Vikes back on it now as they put the first shot in play on target there, nearly past Cowks. Was going so fast, you're right, couldn't even tell if he got a piece of it or not. What a rocket. 6 goals, like you mentioned, on the season, looking for lucky number 7. The Vikes pass it on the ground, looking for some space. The Cascades, we saw a few of their chances last weekend come from putting the pressure on. Brzezina especially, steal right off the keeper going to ground. Looks like they're pretty aggressive, trying to make the Vikes move it early here. The Vikes weren't able to find anything forward, but they do battle to get it back in their possession. Played down the line, and now finally some space. Played in towards the middle, but a little too much as Cowks falls on top.
Yeah, Zaharia there just looking to try and find his cutter, Matthew Pierce. Cowks doing a good job to read that play, getting there first. just tells the boys to get up.
Yeah, he'll lay it down and now lean into it, but doesn't get all of it. Thankfully for him, it's touched out by the Vike on the near sideline. And an errant throw there gets away from the Cascades. Vikes back on possession. Pretty nice evening here tonight. It's been overcast pretty well all day in the area. A few sprinkles here and there. We'll see if the wetness stays away tonight. Pretty good temp for a game here, though, in early fall.
Yeah, this is prime weather here in mid-October, especially for you and I, Dom, couple of Sasky boys. We know what it's like to be in the freezing cold at this time of year.
That's right. Sneaks up on you. And now a chance at the back post and a little bit of a fake. Now find some space on the outside. A good ball played in there, but no Vike was in position to receive that cross. Short taken throw there by Grew. His teammates will pass around, and now the Vikes regroup as the center backs go back and forth to one another here. And now step forward. They find their leading point man in the middle. Now a through ball, finds some space, and deflection there. Didn't allow it to get to its intended target. Cox can swallow that one up, and now the Cascades not pushing the field up, pushing up much up the field. They sit back a little bit, and now they try one over the top. Proctor receives it down well with his chest, but just unable to keep it in play.
Yeah, I don't think this Cascades team wants to get into a sprinting match here with these Vikes team. They have a lot of pace. Really move that ball well in stride.
And a tough pass to handle here allows Proctor to come in and steal. Proctor towards the middle, finds a man at the top, but getting in there with a foot defensively was Cameron. Almost got his hand to the ball there as he was down on the ground, but did well to avoid that. Vikes avoid trouble there.
I'll feel bad for Sayers on that one. His eyes lit up. He could see a golden opportunity to bag his first of the year, but a good last-second defensive play broke that one up.
One played over the top. Can Grew run onto this one? He does, but the touch evades him, and now going down was Sadu on this near sideline. Results in a turnover, and Gitwini looks to play it out. Pass back allows them to switch the field, and now back to him in the middle, but couldn't take that one down, and neither could Proctor on the other end as he was served a tough one up near his head. Vikes right now sit second in the Canada West standings in the Pacific Division. We'll see how things shake out with UBC. They're in action right now tonight, and then are here at UFV on Sunday. Lots still up in the air towards the top of the division. This one played right to the corner. Unable to run onto that one as it's played a little too far.
Yeah, UBC, like you mentioned, they can clinch first with that win tonight, or even just a draw, I believe, will be enough to get them there. The third through fifth right now, though, could be where the interesting it could play out right now still, with UNBC picking up those two huge wins at home last week against these Cascades, including that big 2-0 comeback. If they can manage to win 2 on the road in Kelowna against UBCO, maybe they get some help from a couple of TRU losses and they could sneak into the playoffs still.
Yeah, who knows what could happen. And UBC won't be uneasy tonight, facing that Trinity West team that is playing for big points, so be a tough matchup there tonight. Played down the sideline as the Vikes slowly move their way up the pitch. Now realizes he has some space. Does Moody. Plays it off and looked for it back, but time and space was closed off there by the defenders, and the Cascades do enough to force that one out. Looping throw doesn't get over the head of Grew. Lots of space for the Vikes to regroup here. The Cascades all get back defensively as the Vikes in no rush. They'll take their time. Moody goes right back to where that ball came from. Looking like he wanted to try something over the top was Tugwell, but lays it off, and they'll try again from this near sideline. Lots of communication down there as they shift it back and forth. Waiting for the Cascades to open something up. Credit to UFV for not slipping up defensively yet as they play that one out. No hole on the through ball once again.
Yeah, very calm defensive structure right now from the Cascades. They don't feel very challenged at the moment, and they're just keeping their shape and not allowing those lanes to open up like you mentioned.
Moody back to the middle. Tugwell across again, and now finally one does come over the top, but once again meeting at first are the Cascades. So Moody will try once again. Quick turn back, and now coming through the middle with a little bit more pace, and some space opens up, a chance for a hit, but that one was pretty hopeful from quite far out.
Yeah, a bit of a hopeful effort there, but Calc's easily just able to corral that one. As it rolled along the grass right into his waiting arms.
See if the Cascades can play with the ball here themselves, as right when I say that, they give it away, and back come the Vikes. Down the line, keeping it in just at the line was Grew, but his big touch put it out of his reach a little. Sadu plays it out. Cascades, quick breather, and now they'll have to come defend again. Ball took a big bounce to the middle. Space to get one off again, and just firing from all sorts of angles right now are the Vikes.
Yeah, this time it's Leggy who just puts his leg right through it. But all power, no placement on that one as it skips well wide of the net. Vikes have had the better of the first 12 minutes or so. Cascades still trying to find their way into this game offensively at the moment.
Slipping as he got that one away was Calcs, but Cascades stay on possession. Good ball there. We're having some space on the far sideline. Now taken down in the middle by Proctor. Does well to keep that in his possession. Find some space to the outside, and a little bit of miscommunication with Brazina there as they overlapped.
Yeah, we've seen those two be able to link up a little bit this season, and they look good when they're on the same page, and I think that next season they're going to provide a lot of issues for back lines in this Canada West division.
Cascades sniff out that heavy pass coming as they put the pressure on, but taking a great first touch was Sagaste and made the defender step in to stop him there. Otherwise, he might have been alone with a burst down the sideline. He delivers a lot of these free kick opportunities for this side, as he certainly knows what he's doing from the spot. This one will be from pretty far out, as now the Vikes start to make some runs, spread out a little bit. Lots of options here. This one comes whipped in towards the front post, and Vikes in the area can't get ahead to it first, but they stay on possession here, trying to whip it right back in. Nothing doing that time, but still in possession is finally Will Stewart gets a foot in, and he'll have to defend here again. This one Ends up back on his foot as his center back came to help him out.
Yeah, nearly catastrophic turnover there, but good recovery. Stewart able to win that one, get it out of harm's way.
Thought he had a player making a run there down the pitch, but it'll be turned over back to the Vikes as they slowly move their way up the pitch. Big touches forward from the center back who lays one off. Cameron. Gitooney to his back, who goes to his partner, and across they go, just whipping it around the back, waiting for something to open up. Do they finally have something here? Taken down well, Flag stayed down, but his touch actually evades him in the end. Trying to get right back towards Proctor on the counter where the Cascades, but unable to find anything there. Tugwell slowly up the pitch as now 15 minutes into this first half. Vikes not challenging Cokes too much yet, but certainly the better of the chances thus far.
Yeah, so outside of that one shot early on, it's been mostly some easy stops and some shots that have gone wide. But that first opportunity, like we said, really put a little bit of fear into that defense of the Cascades early. But they've managed well 15 minutes through.
Now a burst forward as Tugwell lays it off. Now cross on this near sideline.
The whole thing's frozen. I have to turn it off.
Yep, that's no problem.
Left back receives it back from his right back. Back and forth they go as the Vikes content to continue to play with possession here. But they end up wasting this one, Szymanski, as the Cascades have continued to do in this first half. Just send it up the pitch when they get it in their possession. Once again, can't quite link up with Proctor. Skilled player they have up there they're trying to find, but they're really making them work for it.
Yeah, they're going for those long balls right now and just not quite able to get onto the end of them. But the Cascades seem like they're more happy to just defend right now.
Okay, go ahead.
And Szymanski had to defend well there. Cascades still not out of trouble yet as they have to pass out of a danger area here, and Sadhu couldn't get it off his foot before it trickled out of bounds on that far sideline. Vikes to the back line, and a little bit more pressure this time around coming from the Cascades. Brzezina goes over to the far side as now Stewart steps up and makes them make a pass. They sit back now as the Vikes make them run around a little bit, but keep playing their game. Not going forward until they're well and ready, and this time they do enough to battle. Late flag up from the referee on the throw as it remains on the Vikes side. Moody passes it off and then makes a run up the sideline. Turning back towards the middle as the Cascades were closing him out. Now to the middle, laying it off was Zahari. And now, pulled back there was Kular as he made the defensive stop. Cascades finally relieve the pressure and get the ball back as Beecroft lines up the free kick.
Yeah, more good defending from the Cascades. Just letting the game come to them right now, which is a nice thing to see for this team, as they just happy to play defense, wait for their opportunities right now, and they've really taken the sting out of this Vikes offense after that first 5 minutes.
Buggy Sadu on the throw. Goes right back to the thrower off the ground, and now Szymanski back to Beecroft. Some pressure coming on as he completes the switching of the field. Vikes now put the pressure on the Cascades, trying to pass it around. Force them to give it right back as Vikes now come forward on more tired-looking Cascades defense. Vikes not too much movement though themselves. Everybody catching a breath at the moment. And not much movement there in the middle, as nobody was really moving around for those runs. He kind of forced the ball towards the middle. Nobody really in the area. Now they'll regroup back on their own side.
Yeah, neither team really looking to really get on with it at the moment. Cascades happy to concede possession, and Vikes happy to just keep their boots on the ball.
Tugwell plays it into the middle. A good touch by Sagaste to keep it in his side's possession. They'll work around with it in the middle now as they come to the outside. Gituni plays one in and couldn't link up, looking for Grew on the through ball, and there Szymanski stayed in front of him all the way.
Yeah, these two teams met back September 10th over on the island. The home team came away with the 3-1 victory that day. Vikes getting goals from Jimmy Steele, Aiden Grew, and Javier Sagaste. Looking to complete the season sweep here if they can pick up a win here on the road and solidify that second place.
Grew goes short on this throw, gets it chested right back to him. Now Gituni couldn't quite find the space to get across in. They'll try again on the throw. No, actually goes the way of the Cascades after some deliberation. Szymanski was looking for Couillard to get that flick header off the throw, but unable to find his intended target off of said flick. And now the Vikes back on possession, this time a little bit sloppy with it, but the play had already been called dead.
Yeah, I think that's the way UFE is going to play a lot of this game, is wait for a mistake and try to capitalize on that counterattack.
Definitely looks to be the game plan thus far, and they'll go right back to defending as just unable to keep it in with a high foot there. Vikes head coach Larry Stefanik repeatedly asking the referee how there. He wasn't sure exactly how the Cascades ended up with that throw. I'm not too sure either, but maybe a ball don't lie situation there as the Vikes end up right back with it. Not much action in this game over the last 20 minutes or so after, like you mentioned earlier, a pretty furious start from the Vikes, pushing the pace, but both teams pretty comfortable in their game plans at the moment, it seems like.
Yeah, not too much going on really either way. A couple of nice balls through, but Cascades just haven't been broken down defensively. They've stayed in position, and despite a back line that might not be the most experienced, they've done a good job of avoiding any serious mistakes.
Szymanski did well to work out of trouble there after falling down, but unable to keep possession that time were the Cascades, and referee reaching for a card here as the Vikes were away on the counterattack before being slowed down there.
Sayre's going to go into the books, perhaps a little harsh. Bit of a tough challenge there. Moody definitely sold that one. He went to air pretty quick there, and although it was a dangerous tackle, especially considering how slick it is on the pitch, you can tell we haven't seen any rain really, but we can see that this natural grass has really soaked up all that moisture, and these guys are slipping and sliding, and the ball is very slick and making it harder to make those passes.
Free kick delayed as a substitution takes place.
Checking into the game, number 11, Kevin Malin.
Another first-year player, Kevin Malin, checks in, and he'll have to help his side defend here right off the hop as this one whipped in towards the area, deflected, and that one's in. Only took a slight touch off the good delivery, and it's 1-0 Vikes.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Cascades. Just giving up a free kick in a dangerous area, well whipped in by Sagaste. And like you said, just a slight touch coming off the foot of the center back, Finn Tugwell. And he slips that one past Caux and into the corner of the net, and that's going to be Tugwell's first of the year.
Yeah, the way that Javier Sagaste puts those balls in, he just has them heading in the perfect direction with a lot of pace. It never takes much to direct it towards goal. And did just enough to fool Caux.
Yeah, that's always such a dangerous set piece that you can take when you can just put it into a dangerous area, and sometimes it doesn't even have to take a touch if you can just get enough bodies in front of the keeper. But well done by the center back, getting his foot on it and putting that one into the net. Like they've done much of this year, it's going to be the Cascades playing from behind the 8 ball again.
And that assist will put Sagaste as well 1 point above Proctor, who, like we mentioned pregame, they came into this match tied in the points category in Canada West, but now a leg up in that category.
Yeah, Sagaste is going to be a key figure for this really young Vikes team. You know, we mentioned a lot of these first-year players on the Cascades, and the Vikes are in a very similar situation. But Coach Stefanik, in just his second year with this program, has done a great job. But Sagaste is going to be a big key if they want to make a deep playoff run this year against the likes of Trinity West and UBC.
And now another opportunity to get one in. A cross on the outside of the foot. Just couldn't quite get past the head of the center back. Now another opportunity from the other side. A deflection. Can they keep it in? Avoid that corner. Looked like it, as the flag did go up for offside, but didn't matter in the end. Couillard, pressure put on him there. And this Vikes team right back on offense. A little bit of space for Sagaste, but couldn't deliver that one in. He does get his foot in for the steal, though, on the other end. And this one's given away. Now some space for Proctor, but closed out right away as he was 1-on-3 against the defenders there.
Yeah, so hard for anyone, especially even a player that good like Kean Proctor, to try and get through 3 great defenders like that. We'll see if the game continues to open up like it has. Now that UFD's behind, we'll see if they start to push a little bit more forward, and that opens up some space.
Looking for Mayland in the middle there, who has a shove at his back. That'll result in a free kick for the Cascades. Szymanski will try to put a good boot onto this one.
Yeah, we know he can generate so much power in that right leg of his. We'll see if Proctor, potentially Beecroft, one of their taller figures, can get onto the end of one of these.
It is a good boot towards the back post, and coming out confidently for the punch was Callum Weir. First time he's really had to make an impact in this match.
Yeah, first time he's used his hands today. The keeper for the Vikes, who's played every single minute for this UVIC team this season.
Pretty rare for a first-year player. Very relied on for this Vikes side, and Mayland will receive this one at the top of the 18, whips it back in, and decent idea to switch it up with the short one, but they couldn't execute as the time of Mayland was closed out very quick at the top of the 18. Now look at these numbers coming forward, but the Vikes can't take advantage as the pass was way ahead of Matthew Pierce trying to track that one down. And unable to get out of trouble this time, where the Cascades in the middle with some space. He'll try it on his left, and Kauk's able to slow that one up.
Yeah, this time they were not able to get that kind of power on that shot that they wanted. I think that was Ollie Cameron there. It's harder to plant your feet and get a good shot away when the pitch is slick like this.
Brzezina's first touch finds Proctor. He'll head it over to Mayland, who has nudged off the ball there as the Vikes have defended well. Sagaste now slows it up. He'll wait for some help. The overlap creates some space for him. He'll switch the field completely. Grew now lays it off, where a little too cavalier on his touch was Gattini. Now they'll slow it up and try again, regrouping from the back line as they have so often. Moody receives it back and now starts the process of the switching of the field. They find the space, open it up towards the middle, taken down well, and a hit on his left. Gattini there, pardon me, couldn't find it past the outstretched leg of the center back. The goal scorer, Tugwell, plays it up, and Sagaste makes a defender fall down as they tried to continue the sequence of 1-2s, and a frustrated Proctor wondering where the pass was. Nowhere near him on that first one. They get a chance, though, to regroup here as the Cascades play with a little bit of the possession. Beecroft can't connect on the pass up the field.
Yeah, this Cascades team just not really able to find any link-up work right now, going upwards up the pitch. It's been tough sledding trying to get anywhere near the 18-yard box of the Vikes right now.
And here the Vikes are at the top of the 18 where they lose possession. Now some space for Mayland to come forward. Plays one through to Proctor, but just a little over top of the big man looking for it towards goal.
Oh, I like the run, but Mayland had a lot of space. You'd like to see him maybe keep that ball on his foot a little bit longer. Maybe try to make one of those defenders commit forward, and then that'll open up that lane for Proctor.
Moody switches the field with A long kick there, and now trying to play it over the top to the corner, but Sadu there first as he gets the return pass, and he'll have to work to play this one out. Does stay just in play, which allows the Vikes to take over right around half, and they'll get the ball back after Szymanski stepped forward to slow it down. This time Grew with a touch to the outside. Lots of space for the cross, and Beecroft with a head to it first. Sadu clears the second time and off a hand to stop the Vikes attack.
Yeah, Vikes keep pressing, keep pushing for more chances. This back line of the Cascades. In open play, they've done a really good job all game of not really allowing anything.
Looking for Sagaste off that header. Little out of his reach. Sadu watches it run out of play. Good touchdown there by Mayland off the throw. Can he keep it in his possession? Working hard to try and stay on this thing. He does, and plays one down the line towards Sadu. Couldn't quite come away with that one, as the goal scorer Tugwell showing how effective he can be on both sides of the pitch, as the flag does go up for offside there on a close one.
Yeah, just a couple steps ahead of the play, but like we'd mentioned, they're starting to open up a little bit. Sadu makes that run, that overlap as the right back, and that opens up that lane, and fortunate for the Cascades is it was just a step offside.
Going to ground there was Proctor. Slowed up Moody for a moment, but he stayed calm and feeds his keeper, who gets it right back and calmly moving the ball. Definitely confident on his feet. The little bit we've had to see him work today, and now a good ball played in the area of Grew once again. On his left on the delivery once again. This one doesn't find a blue jersey either, but Sadu had gotten just a touch of it to be sure, and so it's a throw on the far side.
And good job to not give up a corner either, as he let that one deflect off his leg and roll all the way out for a throw instead.
Moody now turns back, and Tugwell with it at the top. Some room now in the middle as Sagaste had it on his foot for a moment and then stolen right there. Brzezina forward looking to play through with Proctor. Proctor bounces off a body and couldn't get to that one first, as the other Tugwell gets his foot to that one. Grew plays it right back to where it came from, and staying in this area are the Vikes. Grew gets it right back, looks to pass around Sadu, but nothing doing there. Cascade staying firm as they shift to cover accordingly, and the Vikes will make them shift right back this way. Moody, a 1-2, and right back to Finn Tugwell at the top. Moody now finds some space on the pass to Gituni. Gituni looking for some space to get one off. Beecroft gets his foot in the way. Now again on the left. Couple opportunities for Gituni, but can't find the target on either.
Yeah, good little run there in tight space, able to get that shot away after having the first one deflected, but just got his foot underneath it a little bit too much there and sails it way over the crossbar.
One chance on either foot. And now a tired Cascade side who's had to defend a whole bunch in this first half slowly makes their way up the pitch. Can't gain possession though after Cokes' kick bounces around. Still, neither team able to come up with it till now. Vikes right back on possession. Good ball played in. The header perfectly placed down, it looked like, but just out of the reach in the end as Cokes comes to it.
Oh, it was a nice play by Sagaste to get behind the defense there, who just got caught ball watching a little bit out of position. Allowed that opportunity from the Vikes, and that setup play just not able to connect. Cokes did a good job to come out, read that one, and intercept that pass.
Great idea from the leading point man for the Vikes to not force that on goal. Knew if he was able to lay it off in the right spot for Gituni, it's an easy tap in, but just couldn't quite execute, as now a good long ball from the Cascades finds some space near the corner. Brzezina turns to shield it. Brzezina looks to play it off. The Vikes putting some pressure on him, though, and force it out.
Hey, can you please come in if you just unlock the room?
Give way to Beecroft, who dries off the ball here, looking to make an impact with a long throw. He'll run into this one. Towards the box it comes, but over the head of the first man and right to the foot of the defender.
Yeah, you could even see Beecroft wiping off his arms on his jersey again, as even though he dried it off as much as he could, he still couldn't get enough grip on it to get that big throw in that he has.
Wipes it off again. He'll reset and try a little more juice on this one. But again, getting to it first was Zaharia. A second chance opportunity here, and it goes to the foot of Brzezina. My goodness. A blunder from the keeper results in another tap-in for Mateo Brzezina. He'll take that. We're tied up at 1 right before half.
Make it 3 in 4 games from Mateo Brzezina, who says thank you very much. Once again at home, getting that hometown bounce, creating his own chances, and just taking advantage, and that's about as easy of a goal as you'll ever see at any level. Brzezina levels this one at 1 right before half. Big goal.
Huge, as the Cascades struggled to find anything in this first half. More so, as of late, started to find their legs as things started to open up, pushing the pace a little bit more down 1, and the stick-to-itiveness pays off. Brzezina, second home game in a row, he's found himself in alone for a tap-in because he put himself in such a good position. Hard work pays off, finding yourself in and around that net. It's going to pay off. A little more fortune on that one than the last one, which he worked a little harder for, but he'll take them both.
Yeah, I got to feel bad for the keeper on that one, Weir. He let that one slip right through his gloves. Don't know if the wet surface had anything to do with that, but you got to assume that definitely played a factor. Maybe even the bright lights as well, since we are playing here at night. But either way, unfortunate for the Harborside FC keeper in BC League One.
Vikes looking to get right back on the attack there, but nothing doing as a wasteful ball into the arms of Cokes. Sees UFV take it right back, and now they're looking to push the pace, as just over the head of Proctor that time. He had Brzezina trying to make a run, and good ball played in the area of Gituni, who, falls right to his feet, able to slow it down, waiting for some help now towards the top. Slight deflection there. Trying to work towards the middle, little 1-2. Little bit of a shoulder, finds himself some space and forces a corner kick here just before half.
Yeah, the Vikes want that response right away. Sagaste trying to make it work himself there.
He's got a lot more strength than you'd think just looking at him pre-game, but once he gets out here, he can battle with anybody on that pitch, using his strength there in the box to shoulder off the defender, find himself some space, forces a corner here where he'll be the man on the delivery. Goes low this time, looking for a little touch there at the top, but Vikes couldn't quite execute. closing in on the end of the first 45.
The referee's indicated.
Yeah, Sagaste showing you don't necessarily have to be the strongest guy on the pitch, but if you know where to position your body,
Right.
that's really all you need. Guru nearly kept that one in there. Szymanski tried to let it roll as we probably get about 1 minute of added time here.
Yep, won't be much left in this first half. That, although the action on the pitch hasn't been the fastest at times, was pretty fast flowing, has certainly opened up more towards the end of this first half as both teams with some chances. Now Gru looking to get something in towards the 18 one last time, but his attempt at a little chip around Sadu didn't quite work out. Szymanski taking his time on this throw as the Cascades just looking to get to half, tied at 1. Keeper will have to be sure here one last time as the Vikes do get it out of trouble.
You know, Brzezina, every time it goes back to the keeper, he's going to challenge now. You know that's something he knows can always lead to an opportunity if you can cause some problems for the opposing keeper.
Yeah, why not? Sagaste able to take this one down. Can he get one last opportunity towards goal? The cross comes in, dealt with, though, by the Cascades, and that will do it for the first half. 1-1 is where we sit after 45. The Vikes looked like they had this one in their hands pretty firmly, but the Cascades continue to defend well and eventually get their chance to equalize.
Yeah, they've stuck in it and they've kept with it. Didn't get away from their game plan. Kept a strong defensive core, and then good things come to those who wait. And Brzezina picks up his 3rd and 4 game.
Cascades and the visiting UVIC Vikes. A little bit of a slow-paced first half to start things off. The Vikes came out firing, then really slowed things down with a possession game. Finally paid off as their leading point man, Sagaste, laid in a beautiful ball. Tugwell from the back line. Finn Tugwell's first of the year. That got them up to a 1-0 lead. The Cascades were on their heels a little bit, but just continued to defend well. Finally tie it up at 1 late, and that's where we stand after 45.
Yeah, so far from open play, we haven't really seen too much exciting football at the moment, but obviously that the Cascades defense has played really well. It's just that one set piece opportunity really paid off. Pitch is very wet out there. Both teams slipping and sliding around a little bit, and that's we'll see if that plays a factor. Maybe gets a player caught out of position right now, but Cascades happy to be tied right now after having that gift handed to them in the late minutes of the first half.
They'll take it any way they can get it, and now the Vikes will look to get back to the game that they played in that first half, dominating things possession-wise. No panic from their side for sure, as depending what happens in the UBC game tonight, but the Vikes, if they want to try and claim that top spot, 3 points tonight is a must, as a good ball here now finds its way to the intended target, but able to deal with it once it reached the 18 was the strong-footed Beecroft there. They get it out of harm's way.
Yeah, UBC and Trinity Western looks like they're about to head into halftime. Still no score in that one.
Kular plays one back where Szymanski will lean into it. Up towards Proctor, but coming in real hot, and now Proctor and the Vikes midfielder there get tangled up. Looks like they might have banged knees there. Shaking it off was Leggy, as now Proctor comes in hot again, getting in these Vikes defenders' face a little bit here to start this second half. little bit frustrated in that first half as the Cascades players just couldn't quite link up with him on the counterattack. A few chances to get one in close, as this time the Vikes were breaking in but did so offside on that far sideline.
Looks like we've seen at least one halftime change here from the Vikes, as we see number 13, Remy Barbeau, first year out of Miami, Florida here, checks in for the Vikes. It's quite the change from all the way in Florida all the way to Vancouver Island. Pretty much went as far as he could go.
Yeah, no doubt. Over the top this time, towards the corner, and strong shoulder there, going both ways. Both players gearing up for big contact there, as right as we mentioned, the substitute, he gets into the action. Sadu certainly no stranger to those hard plays and doesn't shy away from battles like that. Wins the free kick this time for his side. Long looping ball into an area with a lot of bodies. The Vikes player gets there first, and out of play that one goes.
Yeah, we've mentioned this Cascades team. All these players here on the pitch, they're fighting to try and prove something to Coach Lowndes for next season. They want to earn a starting job, and that kind of thing starts tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Fresh chances when next season starts in training camp and preseason, but there's no better time to make your case for minutes and to just get more comfortable in your own game than in-game regular season experience. So crucial for all these first-year players on this Cascades side. Brzezina just over his head, and Tugwell gets there first. Stewart plays a good ball to Mayland on the outside. He'll slow it down as he turns back, looking for something in the middle. Had Brzezina picked out, but Tugwell read that one like a book, and now Finn Tugwell plays it to the outside where Zaharia slows it up and plays it off the defender.
Cascades again dropping lots of bodies back. Going to play very cautious defensively for the rest of this match here.
Comes to a stop on that far sideline, and now plays it to Finn Tugwell on the side. Now it's Archie Tugwell on his ball in. Took a deflection there, and then a funny first hop over the head of a forward coming in on Proctor, but Kauk's able to recover and receive that one well, and now his deep ball bounces twice and over the heads of everyone. Looking for one over the top here now, and just a little off on the timing there. He had to adjust to get ahead to it, keep it in play. And now Stewart thought he'd won one for his side, but the side official over there says that Stewart was the last touch there, and now I think one of the players just having something fixed up on his jersey, or maybe some bandages that were...
Yeah, I think his bandages came off there. He looked like he was trying to reapply them at one point.
So the Vikes play a man down while he gets that situation sorted on the sideline. I believe that's Leggy over there getting worked on. See if the Cascades can move the ball forward at all here. well, playing a man up momentarily as they do fish this ball out for a moment, and now a battle for it is won there on a strong play by Cameron, and now the Cascades win a free kick as coming back into the game was that player getting his bandages reapplied there. Trainers working quick to get him back in action, and now the Cascades not able to do much on the free kick, but it almost takes a funny hop to the top of the net there.
Yeah, another scary moment for the keeper, Weir. You know, even though he kept that one out, he's going to be a little bit frustrated that put himself into another dangerous spot there, as, like you mentioned, just took a funny hop off the pitch.
I'm sure we'll be in his head a little bit now. What happened on that goal that they conceded? But the Vikes defenders have made it so that he hasn't had to work too much tonight. Cascades not able to put too much pressure on him thus far, but made the most of their one opportunity after his slip-up. Now his Vikes side looking to regain the lead, and a dangerous man on the free kick here knows exactly where to deliver this one to cause some trouble. This one comes low and probably not exactly where he wanted it on the delivery. Tries to battle back for it there, but doing well was the Cascades player. Ends up playing it off the defenders, retreating. This one in towards Proctor. A quick turn by him and into the middle. Brezina, can he work free? No, not quite able to find the space there. And the ball will come back for a free kick. Proctor doing well to find himself some space there. The leading assist man in Canada West at the moment. Dangerous when he gets into those positions. Just about had the opportunity to deliver another quality ball in there, but they'll have to wait for that opportunity a little while longer while the Vikes are back on possession here.
Yeah, Proctor playing at the top of this forward three today. We've often found that a lot of his best opportunities and where he produces a lot of his assists is when he plays out on the wing. But with Brezina back in the lineup these last few games, Proctor's taken more of a central role.
Heavy ball delivered off the left foot. Comes all the way across this sideline. Now delivered in towards the back post, but that one offside all the way.
Another really nice whipped in ball though from Sagaste. Every time he is on the ball, he makes good things happen for the Vikes.
Just comes off his foot so quick and always looks so dangerous. The pace it comes with, the way he's able to pick it out. Cascades have kept him pretty well at bay in the run of play in this one. Brezina over to Mayland. Good ball in towards Proctor. On his left. What a finish! First time hit off the post and in. An absolute beauty from Proctor. And the Cascades have the lead.
And that's why you put a guy who has that much skill at the top of your front three. The way he's able to get onto it. One touch. Straight into the corner. What a brilliant pass over the top from Mayland. And an even better finish from Proctor as he picks up his 5th goal of the year. And out of nowhere, it seems, Dom,
wow.
Cascades ahead here at home.
I mean, that was just an absolute beauty run-up play. And what confidence from the first-year player to hit it first time. He couldn't have picked that spot out any better. An absolute beauty finish. And he keeps pace with Sagaste on the other side, right back level for second place points-wise in this Canada West division. What a year for the first-year player. Adding another beauty to his resume.
UVIC's second goal of the game.
And I mean, if this front three of Mayland, Brezina, and Proctor are all healthy and come back next season, I think they are going to cause issues for every team in Canada West next year. Especially if you're able to get those supporting pieces coming back as well. Like you've got your Roland Mansell as well. He's had a good year. And there's so much talent on this team. They've just been hit by the injury bug, and you know they're only going to get better as they gain experience here in Canada West.
They're not giving up on the game, not giving up on their season. Doesn't matter to them what place they're in at the moment. They're going to play this season hard till the finish. Is now a chance to equalize, but unable to put that header towards goal. Just came a little bit down on it. Vikes, though, right back on possession. Looking to get this thing right back in, and no trouble there for Kelks.
I think Cameron was a little undecided if he wanted to cross that one in or go for goal, and ended up resulting in a little bit of both as this sails easily into the waiting arms of Cokes.
Brezina heads it out to the side where Consiglio takes it down, looking to work it through the middle. Pass to the foot of Mayland. Brezina now to the outside. Thought he had a man heading towards goal, but a little bit of miscommunication there.
Clever little no-look play, though. I like what I see from Brezina. He's such a clever player on the ball. Very skilled, very tricky.
Off a couple bodies, and Sadu plays it out. Ball bouncing around off a few bodies there. Players hollering. Everybody thinks it should be their ball. Cascades come away with it. Consiglio on the throw. Taken down there as Brezina goes to ground. A free kick, one for the Cascades. So you see a little bit more urgency in the Vikes game as they find themselves down one now in the 5 minutes or so since conceding. Szymanski now looking to lean into one. It's over towards Proctor. Defender gets up first, though, over the head of Proctor. Chance now to work it forward. Options on both sides. Lays it off for the short pass. Looking to cut to the middle. Beecroft threw his body in front of that one. Flake stays down here, and a chance as the always dangerous Sagaste found himself with some space, but he didn't get it off first time. Elected to work towards the middle, and defenders looking like they were going to be beaten a couple times there, but the second chance efforts to get their bodies in the way.
Yeah, I think Sagaste wanted to work that one onto his left foot. Good recovery defense, not giving up anything. We'll see how, in this last half an hour, how much they try to defend and how much this Cascades team sits back. Second halves have not been a friend of this Cascades soccer team this year. Outscored coming into tonight 21-4 in the second half this season.
And now a chance in here as putting the pressure on after a dangerous back pass. Proctor almost deflected it right into the net.
Yeah, nearly taking a page out of his teammate's book, challenging the keeper. And I think these forwards can smell a little blood here in the water as anytime that ball is going towards keeper Callum Weir, they're going to challenge him and they're going to try to make him try to handle that ball.
Making their way up forward, the Cascades players all sitting back, giving them some space to come forward. What a stop by Jackson Cokes! Are you kidding me? In alone on that hit was Gattini. And boy, did Cokes have to stand tall on that one.
And what a brilliant ball played in from Javier Sagaste. Again, he is doing just serious damage on that right side. What a brilliant ball. Better one time on the volley hit there from Coutinho. But Jackson Caux, I mean, what a stop. Unbelievable.
Malin disappointed there as there was a ton of space on this near sideline. Tried to loop one over to Proctor instead. Nothing doing there, but wow, what a job by Jackson Caux to throw himself in front of that one. The veteran keeper battled injuries like much of this Cascades team this season. But back here, looking to finish the season strong and had to be picture perfect on his positioning on that one. This one bounced past the Cascades body and somehow stays in play. Now a chance to come in. Couple moves looking for some space. Delivery got to the middle, but Sadu able to deal with it there.
Yeah, he had to make sure he got that one out of harm's way. Sagaste was right there inside the 6-yard box. That would have been a tap in for him. Another ball whipped in.
And boy, the Vikes are eager to get right back into this one. They're certainly getting their chances. A lot of balls in dangerous areas here. But it's also going to open up the counter the other way if the Cascades can take advantage. Vikes not too worried about that at the moment. Just thinking about a way to get this thing back level.
Yeah, you know they are going to be pressing. And they're going to start pushing up to try and get that result right now. If it sits the way it is, that's going to absolutely guarantee UBC that top spot in the Pacific Division right now. And you know, for this Cascades team, they would love to get out of the basement right now. A couple of a big result right now would put them on par with UBCO and just, you know, build some confidence going into seniors night and into next season.
Yeah, absolutely. You always want to finish the season on the right note. Definitely some momentum can be carried as a squad and personally for each guy if they're able to play well in these last couple matches, go into the offseason with a good taste in their mouth. And Brzezina gets an applause as he works really hard in the corner there to get free initially, then work for it back. In the end, forces a corner.
UFE number 14, Dylan Lee.
See Dylan Lee check in here for the Cascades. He's become something of a staple as a second half sub in these last few games here.
And now an opportunity for Canada West, leading assist man, to whip in a quality delivery here towards the back post. He had Brzezina, it looked like, but just out of his reach. Thought the defender might have just got to it, but
Moody got just enough of it to disrupt Brzezina's attempt there, as he would have hit that one on the volley. What a ball the other way.
Just out of the reach, though. He read it a little bit wrong off that first hop, and opportunity slips out of the fingers of the Vikes there, as now the Cascades lay it off to Beecroft, who is the stronger of the throwers on that back line. Move it up the pitch towards midfield, where Beecroft will wipe and try again here, as a little bit of slippery conditions tonight we've seen affect the game in different ways, though not much rain falling throughout. And now a touch pass by Brzezina, slows it down as he waits for some teammates to join him. Finds Stewart with some space in the middle. Stewart now looking for that deliverance to the far side. Had Sadu jumping up into the play, but a little too strong.
Yeah, Stewart just got a little too excited on that one. He saw the run coming. He played the right play there. That was the right pass, but yeah, just too much juice on it and sails out of bounds. But what a little touch by Brzezina, passing it to himself. And then good job to recognize that they didn't have the numbers going forward to stop, pull it back, and put that one into the middle of the pitch. Ever since coming back, Brzezina has been one of, if not the best player on the pitch every single game.
Tugwell over the top here now as a bouncing ball finds Gituni. Played it on the back heel looking for Chadina making a run, but didn't look like he was quite anticipating that back heel coming in first time. Caux got a lot on that one, but straight out the side as it was off the side of his foot a little. Throw taken from right at midfield. Little touch to work it back, and they'll work it forward now. Staying on that far sideline as a little bit of pressure here. Doesn't knock it away, but forces the Vikes back. Mayland was the man putting on the pressure there. They go back to his area here. Ball now over the top. Looks like it's in a dangerous spot, but having to slow up as Sadu closed on him and just able to keep it in play. To the top now. It's worked in on the cross, but getting to that header first. Consiglio, and they'll have to defend once again. Comes right back in towards the area of Consiglio. Deals with it once again. And a foot out from Lee there. Relieves the trouble for now. Lee has it worked right past him. Chance now to get it in. Back to the top end. They were looking for Barbad, who found himself at the top of the 18, coming in with some space. Pass wasn't quite where it needed to be, though. And this time, a free kick in a pretty similar spot to where it was on the opposite side of the pitch in the first half.
Yeah, almost identical here in terms of distance.
And the always dangerous Sagaste able to curl it in on that comfortable right foot of his. Perfect delivery last time. The center back, Finn Tugwell, got just a touch to it. Looking for something similar here. This one a lot lower, though, and similar to his last free kick. Just didn't get it over that first wall of players that he needed to beat.
Yeah, you got to get it over the first man when you have a chance for a set piece from a dangerous opportunity like that.
Laid off on the overlap as Tugwell sends it towards the middle. Looking for a through ball now, but Beecroft wasn't fooled on that one. And now he'll just play it out of harm's way back to the foot of Archie Tugwell back there, who plays it across now. Finn Tugwell, the center back, the goal scorer tonight for the Vikes, finding their only offense in this one. And now a giveaway as a frustrated Vikes team turn it over with just under 20 minutes to go in this second half. Cascades coming from behind to take the lead. Can they hold on at home here tonight? A lot of game left.
Yes, Cascades team continuing to play a bend but don't break defense. And the longer they can hold on, the more it's going to start to frustrate this Vikes team, as the good opportunities have kind of slowed down for UVIC right now, as things are getting a little bit sloppier for them.
Brzezina drew the foul as he dribbled through a couple of players. Referee almost could have played the advantage as Brzezina dribbled right through, but it comes back where Szymanski will wait. Referee tells him to play it in. It goes to the back post, and looking for Mayland there, who did a little too much to take out the center back as The defender won positioning on that free kick.
20-17.
Szymanski with a hard ball up towards Mayland. He couldn't do much to try and corral that one.
Yeah, Szymanski, he just always puts everything behind.
Yeah.
Every time he touches the ball, he puts his full leg behind it.
Strong player back there. Both on his feet, and
he's only going to get better with experience.
Yeah.
You know, he's had a bit of a rough first year at certain points. He's been sent off twice this season, but when he has been on the pitch, he's been a very good defender. He's able to provide some good free kicks from far areas away, and he's a clever guy back there. And I think with some more experience, he's going to just continue to get better.
Yep, you're absolutely right. As looks like Sayers will check back into this one. Not quite yet, though, as actually it will come in this stoppage, as Mayland will get a rest.
Substitution for UFE, checking in number 24, Tyler Sayers.
Sayers going to check back in for Mayland. They make that the reverse of the change that they made in the first half. Sayers on that yellow.
And the fourth official over there telling Mayland to hurry up a little bit as he took his time walking off the pitch. Cascades weary of this clock for sure, as time is not in the Vikes' favor. With this second half dwindling away, Cascades up 1. And on the attack here, looking for something in the area of Consiglio, but Consiglio, after he lost it, trying to draw a bit of a foul himself, ends up committing one on Archie Tugwell on this near sideline. Now Finn works it forward back to the outside and looking for a run in the middle. He had Matthew Pierce in the area, but over his head. Pierce would have had to make quite the play to pull that one in amongst two defenders. Proctor straight up in the air as the header found him.
Of course, on the women's side of things, we've got these two schools are going to be taking each other on in the first round of women's playoffs action over in Victoria tomorrow. Our Cascades hit the road. Snuck in with that big win against Mount Royal last week to earn their spot in, and they'll see if they can continue this season, and winner gets to take a trip to Edmonton to play McEwen.
Absolutely. That'll be a tough road game they're vying for there, and should be a real tight contest tomorrow afternoon. The middle of the Canada West Division, so tight all season. Those teams all playing each other so tough. Should be a good battle tomorrow, as the men's playoff picture continues to unfold this weekend. Cascades looking to play spoiler tonight, looking to take any chance away from the Vikes of grabbing first spot in this division, as they have the 3 points in their grasp at the moment. Just under 15 to go in the 90. Tugwell will take a step back, and now one comes over the top. Szymanski timed his jump well, and now he'll have to defend as it comes right back at him. They play one past him, and Buggy Sadu coming over from the right back position to help out, and he'll leave it there for a corner.
Yeah, they won't really care about giving up corners at this point. They just want to keep it out of their 6-yard box, not give the Vikes any opportunities from in close.
But you know this man will be looking to put it right back in a danger area. He knows how to get it there. On the cross towards the front post. This one in a dangerous spot, still up in the air and finally cleared by the Cascades dangerous, hard ball whipped in towards that front post, causing some chaos.
Cascade's really holding on now. We got to feel like in the last stage of this game, the pressure's really going to ramp up from UVIC.
Big bounce here. Almost allowed Brzezina a chance to run onto it, but you know he'll continue his run all the way to the keeper. Pressure forces them to an outside touch where they turn it over. Dylan Lee got a foot in there for a moment, but Evan Larson worked hard to get it back. Delivered one in, but Szymanski gets there first. Now Dylan Lee on the delivery. Right to the sure foot of Tugwell, though, on the clearance. Now regrouping is Sagaste. Look to bust it right through the defense there with one pass. Couldn't do it. Cascades, nothing going on the counter either, though.
Yeah, Brzezina tried to go directly through the defender there. I think he was just waiting for him to anticipate a move, and he was just going to go straight through him, but good job by the defense not being fooled.
Archie Tugwell now looked like he wanted to send one far away. Finally didn't quite have the movement, but the Vikes able to regroup and stay on possession. Sagaste looking to cross one in. The initial header comes to the middle on his left foot, and blowing it over the net was Matthew Pierce. What an opportunity after the ball found him in towards net.
Oh, what a chance there. But just unable to get it off his chest and down to his foot for a good shot. As he sails that one way over the net. Cascades continue to bend, but they will not break here.
And the Vikes upping the pressure again in the last little bit. Not in panic mode yet. You can see on these opportunities they had, they're not forcing it towards goal first time. They're making little plays around the area to set each other up still, but just haven't quite been able to execute on the final ball. The Cascades doing just enough to keep it out on those last couple opportunities. And the last one over the net, and they'll give it back to the Vikes, where they'll start from their own end looking to push it up the pitch quickly. Archie Tugwell looking to go a little too quick as his heavy touch lost it for a moment. The Vikes get it back and they'll slow it up. Now with a hard pass through the middle. Consiglio had to be sure as that bouncing ball was headed to a dangerous spot. Stewart now in a battle for it. Finally finds the foot of a Vike. Slowing it up with Sagaste. You know, he wants to get this into a scoring area here, and haven't seen him on the right side as much this game, but that's where he'll set up for now. The Vikes just working it around the outside. Cascades not allowing them anything to the middle. Finally, they try to force one, and meeting it there with Szymanski, where now they'll have a chance to send numbers through. Dangerous ball played in towards Brzezina. A good idea there, but just out of his reach in the end, and no foul call there as Brzezina goes to ground hard and forces it out.
That was a great pass by Proctor, nearly finding Brzezina. Defense just doing enough to break that one up, but that was a great look there.
Header won by the Cascades. Brzezina again coming forward. This time lays it off to Proctor. Proctor looking to dribble to the outside. Has it taken away from him, and moving forward, Sayers plays it off the leg of a Vikes player there. Now they'll take their time as they set up for the throw.
Yeah, shots on goal have favored the Vikes 14-4. But the big difference has been shots on target.
What a dribbling play there from Proctor. Found his man inside the box, and a deflection there will force a corner. One more.
Yeah, 14-4 the shots, but shots on target just 6-4. So The Cascades have taken advantage of the opportunities they've had. Well, defensively, they've done a good job of just not allowing anything to really test Cokes too much in the second half.
Now Proctor on the delivery. Keeper gets there first and punches it hard away from trouble. Consiglio gets to the clearing attempt first and ensures that his side stays in possession for now. And now a ball over the top by Sayers. Couldn't beat that defender. Beecroft goes to ground to make sure that ball stayed in front of him. Now Brzezina turns and fires. And a strong shot there, looking for the bottom portion of the goal, but the keeper was never fooled there.
Yeah, another good offensive opportunity from this Cascades forward group as they continue to take advantage. As, like we said, Vic's starting to really commit some bodies forward right now, and that's going to really open up the counterattack possibilities for the Cascades as we head into the final 7 minutes plus stoppage time.
Javier Sagaste, we've seen some good deliveries from him tonight. Vikes need another one here. This one played into a dangerous spot, and a Vikes player got there first, but the initial header off a Cascades body out to the corner, and Vikes not able to do anything with it from there.
Yeah, much better free kick. Looking for that glancing header towards the goal. Second opportunity well broken up there from Will Stewart, wearing the captain's armband tonight.
Yeah, he might have just needed more space on those last couple free kicks, because initially I thought that one wasn't very high either, but that one just a riser is...
Yeah, he's definitely playing them with pace.
It's not like what ball flight you see from a lot of players. Very unique ability he has to let that thing fly and do some creative things with it off his foot, and they'll need him or someone else to deliver something of quality here as they're running out of time. Still down one with just over 5 to go in the 90-plus stoppage time, and they'll have to make sure they don't go down 2 here as the Cascades are on the counter. They slow it up a bit now, and the pass pick to the outside doesn't quite find Sayers, but it will stay here for a Cascades throw.
Yeah, they might almost be happier with this to let the seconds just tick away right now.
Consiglio looking around, waiting for some movement. In no hurry to get this one off. Finally now goes over the top to Proctor. The first bounce evaded his foot, and the Vikes able to corral it. They switch the field and look for some space to move things forward. Ball was played to the outside. Szymanski got to it first, and now he'll have to defend as it was picked back off his pocket. Good ball to the back door, and dealing with it is Sadu. Didn't get the best contact on it trying to hit it first time, but another great chance.
Yeah, another really nice cross from this UVIC team, continuing to send in good balls into the 18. But like you said, just not catching that one on the volley the way he wanted to. And Grenache Sadu getting up, clearing that one to safety. But another corner kick. Final 5 minutes.
Sagaste goes towards the back post, a high one. Hit back into the middle. Looking to hit it from the top now. Another strong hit. A rocket that flies well over the net.
Yeah, Leggy tried to run into that one and hit it with just pure pace. Wanting to try and find the top corner, but that ball just sailed into the night there as that never tested Cokes, he's had a lot of balls coming towards him, but nothing that's really tested him in the second half. As Cascades have done a great job of preventing any shots on goal really in the second half at all.
Just that one where it was one-on-one. And he really had to be sharp on that one.
Yeah, you're right there on that brilliant volley that tested him. That was the TSN turning point of this one right now.
Yeah.
That's definitely changed the complexion of that game as Cascades come back down, score that go-ahead goal, and that's where we stand here.
But yeah, you're right. Other than that, he hasn't had to do too much back there. They've been on their back heels a little bit, but the Cascades as a unit doing well to sit back, stay their shape, and when they need to, throw their bodies in front of these shots. They've also been fortunate that the Vikes, like he touched on a little bit earlier, have missed the net quite a few times, trying to force it a little. As now Proctor trying to work in towards that corner. Cascades in time-wasting mode, but unable to keep possession there. Brzezina came in late, tried to kick it off the Vikes player, but missed him.
Now we'll see if they continue to hold on. They've been bending, but they have refused to break, like we've said all second half.
Sagaste plays it back to Tugwell, who goes over the top. Good recovery by Sadu to get there first. Now Stewart has it bounce off him, and so they'll have to retreat. Chance here now to come forward, but the first touch a little too big. Beecroft could clear. Good ball, though, to the outside. Chance to whip one in. Little too much, though, as he knew he had bodies at the back post, but goes over the head of everyone.
It looked there for a minute like Sagaste had kind of dropped into something of a right wing back position there, although he's moved more into the center now. I think they're just going to allow him to kind of roam the pitch as he pleases right now. They just need him to be wherever the ball's going to be at this moment if they want to try to tie this one up.
Szymanski gets there first, and he'll just boot this one down towards the corner. As hopefully just a cramp there for Proctor as he went down chasing that ball, and now trying to stretch it out on that far sideline. Now looking to get back in play, as moving forward are the Vikes, and played in right to the top of the box and swallowed up by the keeper.
This has just been a great performance from this Cascades team. 90 minutes of solid defending. Outside of one set piece, they have not allowed the Vikes to break through. And even though that first goal from the Cascades came as a bit of a gift, as the keeper made a meal of it, I think that they are fully deserving of being in the lead at the moment right now.
Yeah, I would say more than made up for it in the quality on that second one. As the Vikes player went down there, free header for Szymanski to get it out of trouble. Finn Tugwell at the top looking to put it right back into the box. Getting up for the header that time, and Calks remained cool with one hand to keep it off the line, and now some patience to kill a couple more seconds.
Yeah, we're into stoppage time now. Can't be more than about 3 or 4 minutes. So we get the word it's going to be 4.
So not much time left in this one for the Vikes to try and salvage a point. Cascades looking to hold on for a great feel-good win at home. And what another opportunity for the Vikes to come level. He can't believe that he wasn't able to put that one home.
Sagaste with another brilliant ball whipped in from that right side. And Barbo is going to see that in his nightmares tonight as he sent that one over the net from about 8 yards out. He cannot believe he did not hit the target on that one. And I don't think anyone at Rotary Stadium can believe that that one did not find the back of the net.
Unbelievable. The Vikes, what an opportunity late to draw this one level. Just as the words were coming out of my mouth, the Cascades trying to hold on, the Vikes trying to spoil the party on the spot. Do they have another opportunity like that in them to try and salvage this point? Cascades defense just needs to hold on for a couple minutes longer. And a touch backwards there is going to hurt their opportunity for a moment. Brzezina coming forward, tips it free for himself for a moment, but Cascades back defending.
Yeah, Kevin Malin checks in for Kean Proctor for these last couple minutes. Proctor put in one heck of a shift tonight. He has got to be exhausted.
Over the top towards that far sideline. Cascade gets to it first. Brzezina over the top, just going to clear it out of harm's way. All the way back to Tugwell to the outside where, you know, he'll be looking for some space here. Sagaste, surprised he hasn't pushed up a little bit more, but they've got some other big bodies in towards the 18 for that very reason. They're trying to get heads to it and just couldn't quite generate the power once again on that one as Kelks was in position for the stop and now will slow down with an injury on that exchange.
Yeah, perhaps a tiny bit lucky for Cokes that they didn't generate enough power off that head because he was a little bit off his line and that could have had potential to go up and over. So he's going to make Barbo come all the way up to him before he picks it up. Just another little thing to frustrate this Vikes team even more here in the dying minutes.
Be a little bit more onto the clock after the ref allowed the Cascade just a moment to collect himself before calling that play back in. And so here come the Vikes, looking to push the pace upfield. They'll have a chance at it towards the corner. They do keep it in play on possession. Cascades trying to close out their time and space here. Looking to work free, but his touch a little too heavy as he dribbled out the back line.
Yeah, potentially the last opportunity for the Vikes. There can't be more than another minute or so left to go here at Rotary Stadium. Cascades look to send the home fans home happy tonight.
This one in the air at Archie Tugwell. He got to it first, heads it forward, and now here they come. A chance on the most dangerous player on the pitch's foot to work it forward. And he can't get that delivery in and takes a foul in frustration, heading the other way. Sadu goes to ground, wins the free kick, and could possibly all but do it in this one here tonight.
It probably was a foul, but that might have been the most animated fall to ground I've seen in quite a while from Grenache to do.
Knew what he needed to do to get the clock running and get them to this moment. As the Cascades hear that final whistle blow and take a 2-1 victory.